So I have to be completely honest here. I kind of do think that the iPhone 13 is probably a better iPhone for you than the iPhone 14. And I will definitely tell you, if you have all the money in the world, go for the iPhone 14s. Obviously, it's not a big deal. But from everything that I've looked at, from every angle for the iPhone 14, it is almost identically the same exact thing to the iPhone 13. I also do think some of the claims Apple made, especially with the battery life, I don't even think that's going to be that noticeable. I don't think there's going to be that big of a difference with battery life. I honestly do think as well that potentially the iPhone 14 is probably going to have a worse battery life than the 13, and we'll kind of see what goes on when I get them in hand. But the first thing being is the price tag. The iPhone 14 is costing $799, $829 of contract. The iPhone 13, for being substantially cheaper in the used market, but in the brand new market $100 cheaper, that is a better deal in my opinion than the iPhone 14. It really doesn't make too much sense to me why somebody would want to go for the iPhone 14. I would highly recommend buying an iPhone 13 Pro over the standard iPhone 14. It genuinely doesn't make any sense to me to recommend the iPhone 14, mostly because of the internals. So we are having the same exact chipset inside both of these iPhones. Apple has kind of stated that, it's faster and this and X, Y, and Z. It's not going to be that much faster. People have even stated that the A16 is only slightly faster than the A15. So if performance is that big of a deal to you, you're not going to be seeing that big of a difference between the A15 within the iPhone 13 and the A15 within the iPhone 13. But on top of that, internally, it looks like they're having the same amount of RAM, which the internals are almost identically the same here. But the external is what really got me. They are exactly the same looking iPhones. They look exactly the same. There's nothing different between them at all. If anything, maybe the display is a little bit brighter on the iPhone 14. But other than that, they share the same exact type of styling, the same flat size, the same size notch as far as we can tell, the same size camera, pretty much everything the same. I've heard that the iPhone 14 is a little bit thicker, but when it comes down to the price per dollar, ratio, you are getting a much better performing phone for that cheaper price tag at the iPhone 13 than the iPhone 14. For example, the iPhone 14 right now, $829. You can easily buy an iPhone 13 for like $500, even less than that in the used market. So that even doesn't even cover the biggest thing, which is the lack of SIM card on the iPhone 14. The iPhone 14 doesn't have any type of SIM card slot. We do have SIM card slots on the iPhone 13 though. And this is where things are really starting to, favor the iPhone 13. I genuinely do think that iPhone is substantially better than that because of all the things in the price tag. But that SIM card slot is the craziest thing. I actually can't believe Apple actually fully removed that. I feel like they could have easily supported that thing on the next couple of iPhones. But the fact that they removed it kind of makes me think that the iPhone 14 is probably not as good of an iPhone overall as the iPhone 13 in my opinion. So in terms of that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.